Well, Grayson Lake is an anthill today, so thought I'd wait till I got on the water. I'm going to fish the main marina area, so I'm going to go down. There's a bank that's steep with a lot of overhanging branches, so I want to fish down that way. And I'm going to come all the way back around. I haven't ever really fished this area hard. I've fished it some, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Wind's kicking up on me, so I don't know what this video is going to be like, but we'll see how it goes. Fishing, of course, wacky worm, Kitech. I've got a tube jig I'm going to throw first just for the heck of it, because I've not caught anything on a tube jig really yet. And if I have to, throw some other stuff, but I imagine between the three of those, oh, I've also got a Texas rig rod, so I'm kind of ready to go with any of them. So we'll get out here, see what happens. Had a fella ask me when I was loading up, of course my kayak looks like a freaking bait store. He said, what's one bait, if you only throw one bait for bass you'd throw? And I had to say, well, honestly, it would be a wacky worm. So, but I'm not going to start with a wacky worm. I'm going to start with tube jigs, simply because I just haven't thrown it that much. And that's something I want to try and learn to use. And there are some areas here that are weedy. There's, I think it's water hyacinth or some kind of invasive weed, and it makes fishing exposed hook lures very difficult. So we'll see how that goes. This place is awesome. I love Grayson. Well, I love all the lakes I go to be honest with you. So let's see what happens today. Hopefully I've got a video to show, so come on with me. Let's see what we catch. Remember to put this super glue in my kayak, because these yikes, these Kitech baits tend to come off the hook pretty easy because it's on that short shank hook. So I am going to put a little dab of super glue, like I said before. I always forgot it. So we're just going to put a little dab of super glue right here. That's it. That was too much actually. Let that harden. Ah, crap, it's coming everywhere. I don't know what to do. I don't want to touch it. Yikes. There. I'll get some on one of my snacks. This is gel, so it hardens real quick. And it's not runny, which is nice. All right, so we've got super glue on our jig head. I'm gonna let that harden. And hopefully that'll help hold that. Let that harden just a little bit more. And I won't lose as many of them. Something I've been wanting to do for a while. I saw that on another YouTube channel, a little tip about soft baits and, you know, using super glue to hold them on the jig head, and just have never done it. So now I have. See how that works. Should work. This fine. Is a perfect rock ledge to throw this because it's about 9 feet deep and it's a ledge that runs this whole bank. So I'm just going to throw down and reel in about 5 feet of water. I just can't pass this up because this is a typical Kitech bank for me. So I just wanted to go ahead and throw this, and the fact that there were minnows jumping back there lets me know they're chasing the shad or the minnows, so, which is not unusual for a bass to do. So I've already switched up. This is my third different bait. I'm just getting started too, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm in 7 feet of water. The visibility is down to about 10 feet, so this lake gets clear. Not as clear as Greenbow, but it definitely gets clear, so it can be a tough lake to fish. And there's the skunk off the boat, a little fella. I'm gonna guess small bass will bring some fish. Lordy. Kind kind of chose the wrong time to hook one, but it's a nice little 10-inch bass. So on the Kitech, like I said, this is just a perfect bank to throw a Kitech on. So I'm gonna turn around and come back to it. Just goes to show you, I'm sitting here, I can still see the boat ramp back behind me, and there are boats everywhere. The water's getting churned up by all the boats, and still I caught that bass right here. So a lot of times I fish pretty much right off the boat ramp because you never know what you're going to catch, and I've already got the skunk off the boat, so that pressure's gone. So now we just got to fish the rest of the day. But I love these kind of banks for the Kitech. Say I'm in 10 feet of water, I can see it going down. It goes down really rapidly, but it's all rock, so they tend to hold in through here. Spots like this are kind of an area too. So but these are my favorite Kitech banks. They're just rocky point. Now I didn't get anything on the Kitech, but I wanted to bounce something down the point to see if something might be holding out a little bit deeper. And I'm determined to catch something on the tube jig today. Oh, there's a bite. Yes! That's a nice bass. Oh man, that's awesome. On the tube jig. Like I said, I saw that point. Nothing hit shallow, so I thought I'd go a little bit deeper. Let me get a measurement real quick. That is awesome. Let's see here. All right, that was perfect hook set. Get that out of his mouth there. I don't think he's going to be quite 12. Well, God, dude, sorry. I didn't think it'd be that hard. Tag on. Oh, good Lord. These poor guys. There we go. Sorry, buddy. All right, let's look real quick. He is 11 3/4 inches. So not quite a 12-incher for a kayak tournament, but there you go. Nice. On the tube jig. First bass ever I've caught on a tube jig. So, you know, they have their place at points back there. I've drifted some, so I'm going to go back toward that point and see if there's any more holding down there. That point goes from, you know, around 6-7 foot all the way down to almost 20 feet deep. So they may be holding deeper, but good deal. All right. Oh, well, okay. I saw that come up and hit it. So did it work? Well, I reckon it kept a little bit of the tail on there. I don't think that worked very well. All right, let me get back here. I'm gonna throw down here again, see if I can catch this guy. But he flashed up from the bottom. I saw him flash up, hit this thing. A little dab of super glue, round 2. Ah, crap. God dang it. I'm not doing well with some super glue. Little tip on that. Don't hold it in your fingers and then squeeze, because you're going to squeeze some out. Oh, well. I got that at Harbor Freight, and I want to say 3 tubes for like $1.99. So if I lose a little bit here and there, it's okay. All right, Jack. Work down this bank. There's another point I want to fish. I'll check out this cove coming up here, and then I'm going to cut across and then head back down toward the marina, and then the I guess that upper end of the lake there, or lower end of the lake. I wonder what that would be called. Oh well. Another one on the tube. That is awesome. Kinda has the markings of a spot. I'll check its tongue in a minute and see. Man, that thing, that hook, when it gets in there, it's wicked. There we go. Got it out easy. Not a real big one. Let's see. No, that's a largemouth. Pretty little bass, prop. About 9 inches, 10 inches, but hit that tube, so thank you, buddy. I came over to this other point. I thought I'd fish the tube, and I'm glad I did. And to rig this thing weedless, there's a way to do it. I'm not going to go into it right now, but it's called the stupid tube, and there's lots of videos about it. And see how that sits on there? Well, I don't have it quite sitting. It's hard to find hooks to go weedless with these small tubes. This is only I think it's a 2.5 inch tube, but you get that just right in there, and you can see how that sits. It sits weedless, just like I guess a Texas rig or whatever. And let's see if we can catch another one. 2, 3, 4 boats and a jet ski that away and one that away, and I'm trying to cut across here as quick as I can. Holy crap. Grand Central Station. Yeah. If I get back that away, I'll get away from all these boats, because like I said, the main ramp, I've not even lost sight of the main ramp yet. But that's where everybody's coming from and going to. So I'm going to fish down on the opposite bank of the main ramp. But what I want to do is get away from it so that all this boat traffic goes away, because the other end of the lake is not that busy. It's basically, you go down to the dam, and it's a long cove to the end of the lake. So we're going to cut across this way and fish down toward the ramp, and where it is a no wake zone, and get out of all these wakes. It's been a wild afternoon so far, but it's been fun. Okay, exercise time. Well, I made it safely to the other side, but there's still a bunch of boats. I'm not back to the ramp yet, but I wanted to fish these laydowns here. We want to call them. They're in about 12 to 16 feet of water. All this brush is falling in, and trees and whatever else. Still bass in there. Yay. That's the first one on a wacky worm, which is a surprise. Tell you what, every one of these I've caught has been about this size. Let me measure him real quick. Let's just see. try and get this out of there easier than I have the last few. Golly jeepers. Alright. Alright. Stop. There it is, Jiminy. See real quick. I'm gonna guess 10. So let's see. He is 9 3/4. So that's what I've been catching. Has been around the 9 3/4, 10.5 inch. Got that one almost 12. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna cast these trees. Like I said, this is just too fishy looking not to fish. So let's try for another one. I'm trying to get past this boat marina boat dock area. It's an anthill of people, and you know it's Saturday and it's a nice day. I get it. Everybody wants to be out. But I can get on around the corner up here, so I fished down that bank real quick with the Kitech. Didn't catch anything, but I wasn't. You know, I was fishing, but I was just really trying to get out of that whole mess of stuff. And I've got something right here running. It's either a bass or a bluegill, and it took my worm. All right, let me put another one on. That's the first sign of a fish in quite a while. Just been trying to get around the bank here and actually got one. Not the same as the other ones. Turn his mouth up. I wish he'd quit. There you go. So again, I've never had a hook in my mouth that I probably wouldn't like that either. Lord have mercy. There we go, buddy. Yeah, he's a little fella, but you know, he hit something. Whoa, hello. And he came back to say hello. All right, well, that's another one in the boat. Let's say I've not been fishing super hard. I'm actually taking a little break, eating some beef sticks and cheese. That's what I eat a lot in the kayak. I've actually got a sandwich to eat later, but I was getting hungry. I thought, well, I'm gonna get on around this corner now. Of course, boats are following me around this way, so whatever. Weeds are coming up here, so it's gonna be harder to fish here soon. All right, I'm gonna get around the corner here. Well, there you go. That's a little bit better one. Nothing huge, but better. Yeah. Typical. I lost my tail. Well, yeah, that tells you that the having that super glue on there was working, because I lost the tail, but I kept the bait on. That's interesting. All right, let's try it again. A little bit of super glue and another Kitech. Found the one branch hanging over the lake back there, so I've got to put on a new leader. So I just thought I'd show what I do when I put on a leader. So this is 10-pound fluorocarbon. It's Cigar, the Cigar Red. Seems to do okay. I mean, I'm not fishing for money or anything, so I know there's probably better lines out there, but this one seems to work pretty good, and it's fluorocarbon, as I said. So I'll take off, I don't know, about 7 feet or so. Get my nippers and nip it. And then what I do, take my braid. All right, there's my braid. I have 10-pound braid also. So I've got my fluorocarbon. I'm going to make a loop in the fluorocarbon, my leader, and kind of pinch it just a little bit to kind of help it not come way apart. Then I'll take my braid, my main line, I'm going to feed it through that loop. and then I'm going to feed it through, I don't know, about 5 or 6 inches. I'm going to pinch that loop in my braid, then I'm going to wrap it 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, let me pinch that, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. I'm going to pinch down there, 7. All right, now what I'm going to do is, in between those wraps, I'm going to do 7 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So I've gone, and then I want to go back through the loop the same direction that I came through. So it's on the bottom, so I'm going to come back through the loop there from the bottom, that through there, and then you end up then with 7 up and 7 back, then the wraps. Your line goes back through the same loop you went through, and then you just pull it tight. I'm going to wet it, and I'm going to pull it down tight. And this is either the Alberta or the Albright. I'll look it up to make sure what it is. They're very similar knots, but I have had 0 problems with this knot. It has been, I used to tie a double uni and I would have those break. This has never broken. Then you just trim the tag ends. So I'll get my clippers or nippers, whatever you want to call them, and I'm going to trim that close. And then braid, you will find, is very hard to cut with clippers. You've got to use a pair of scissors that's meant for braid, and not that's a big deal, but then you can trim it as close as you want. And there you have the Albright. I'm gonna call it the Albright knot for now. It's very nice knot. It's not that big. It does click through your guidelines some. It's not like the FG knot, but for me, you can see how quickly I tied that. I'm sitting out here on the water. Now I'm going to put on another short shank Gamakatsu jig head and start casting some more Kitech. Hope that helps. Oh, nice. There's a log down there. I'll pause that thing. That's actually probably the biggest one of the day. Oh yeah, that's the biggest one of the day, I believe. Got him on Kitech. Oh, well, you already dropped that thing. I'll tell you what, let's just measure him. Now get him out of here. I don't think that's going to go 12. Probably about 11 and a half. All right. He's ready to jump on me. Come on, dude. Just let me get a measurement. Yeah, 11 and a quarter. All right, I think that's the second one I've caught that size. All right, buddy. Let you go. There's a log right there, and I let it sink and kind of worked it down a little bit deeper, and out he came. Good deal. Well, there's another one. Let's keep on going down the bank. There's a guy fishing in a kayak down here, but he's using a bobber. I may go around him. We'll see. Yep, there you go. Up in that bush. Another fairly nice one. Quite a 12-incher, we'll see. And you get that almost instantaneously. Good deal. There you go. Nice. Yeah, he's not 12. Probably another 11 or so. Right at the bottom of his... Get that out there for you, buddy. There we go. I'm not gonna measure him. I'll let him go. Let's go, buddy. About another 11. But still, right up in that bush. I skipped it up in there and then poof, then off it took. I'm telling you, when they hit the wacky worm, there is hardly ever much delay. Every once in a while, but very seldom. All right, let me put another one on here. Cool. Well, okay, that one came out and hit it as I was reeling it in. Well, again, threw up under that bush, or a bush. And that's another one right around 11 probably. If even that, maybe, probably 10. I can measure real quick. Well, or I can get bass crotch. All right, I'll just let him go. He's not 12. You done? All right, bud. Thank you. God, what a show, huh? Eeh. Catch fish with a show. All right. Well, there's another one. I'm gonna throw back up. But there was one that followed him out too. It's kind of funny. Last week at East Lynn, I had 3 bass. Hooked one. 2 more came out after the worm that was up my line. So there's another one in there that's active. Let's see if I can catch him. Yep, something. That is a stud of a rock bass or a green sunfish, man. That is a stud green sunfish. Lord, that dude is chunky monkey. Ooh. And jumpy. Man, that is a nice green sunfish. That's probably the biggest one I've caught in a long time. Let's see how big he is. I'm gonna guess 7 inches maybe. I don't know. Actually, he is 7 3/4 inches. Nice, dude. That's a chunk, man. It's a big old green sunfish. It's a grandpa there. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Yeah, got me into something there. I don't know if I can get out of that. It's pulling loose. Oh, I'm dragging a whole freaking tree. Golly. This is the largest tree bass I've ever caught, I believe. Holy crap. If I can get to it. There's my line. How's that? How's that for a tree bass? Holy crap. That's a big one. Well, big old tree bass today. I guess if you don't know if my knots will work or my braid to fluorocarbon line works, you can say, yep, it works. That was a chunk. I may leave that screaming in here because I've been listening to that for about the last hour and a half. That one little girl does not stop screaming. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, it's like, God, she's been doing that for a good hour and a half now. It's almost like, how loud can I really be? And let me be even louder than that. God bless America. Shut up. Okay. Dear God. I have been trying to just relax and not, but I mean, oh well, I am relaxed. Good God. I'm just trying to see what's down toward the end of this, I think it's called Deer Creek. I've never been down here all the way before, so fishing some, but it's kind of exploratory too. So I'm gonna keep on going, and maybe those people will leave, because I would love to have an hour and a half of not screaming. That would be freaking awesome. I don't think she can not be like this. I just have to be loud. I have to make loud noises. I guess there's people like that. Ugh. Get out of here, so I just threw my Kitech out to troll. And Lord, I caught one doing that. That's hilarious. I mean, I literally just threw this thing out toward the middle of the lake. That's the biggest one of the day. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And he hit, yeah, it's probably 11. Let's see. I've seen fish chasing minnows all day, so not a complete shock that I caught one out there, but it was just funny. I just threw it out there and all of a sudden, like, I got a fish on. All right, dude. Oh, God. Stop. He is 11 and a half, so that's the biggest fish of the day, 11 and a half inches. There you go, buddy. caught trolling a Kitech. Lord. All right, I'm gonna troll some more then. I'm heading out of here. It's 7:25, so I've got to get back that way. Of course, I didn't bring my trolling rod holders. because I didn't expect a troll. I just had another fish hit that. All right, I'm gonna keep trolling. I got a ways to go. The dam's way out there, so got a ways to go, but heck, there you go. That's crazy. There are bass out here on the top of the surface, and I just threw my Kitech right in between them, and this fella came right up and said hello. I guess they're getting ready to feed on shad. How cool is that? All right, dude. Seen several where they just kind of hit like 3 or 4 at a time. That's a largemouth. Well, cool. Yeah, I just threw right out there. They were out there kind of smacking the top, and I caught a bass. Good deal. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh. They're obviously chasing minnows. All right, dude. All right. There's still some out here. Right out here. Shoot. How cool is that? And they come up and they go back down. What I've got, but I saw them up here. This might be a hybrid. Oh, they're breaking behind me too. This is nice, good fish. I think I got a hybrid. Come on up here, big boy. Dang on, man. How freaking cool is that? Just, oh my gosh. How beautiful is that? That is awesome. I saw them up here breaking and on top of the surface. Everyone just broke behind me too. How cool is that? Well, I knew they stocked them in here. I just didn't expect to catch one. Beautiful. Probably 14 inches maybe. Let's see real quick. How awesome is that? All right. Come on, dude. I'm going to put you back. I'm not set up to keep anything. God dang it. Come on, man. Ow. Third time's a charm, maybe? Jeez, mate. Listen, dude. You're going back if you will just let me measure you. He is 14.5 inches. How cool is that? Well, there you go. I may catch another one, but if I don't, this has been a great day. There you go, buddy. Lord. Well, now I know what's been breaking around the surface, those bass and the hybrids. And like I said, one just came up behind me. So let's throw it again. Maybe get another one. How cool. Well, I'm going to wrap it up on that. It's been a fun day at Grayson. I did what I wanted to do. Number one, I caught fish, but I caught fish on the tube jig, and I also caught fish on Kitech and the wacky worm. The 3 things I threw today, all 3 of them produced some fish. No big bass, but that hybrid at the end was awesome. I love catching those, and hopefully we'll get some clear weather here, no rain, and Beach Fork will finally green up and get better. But as always, I love being out here. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I hope you find some benefit from the videos. At least you can enjoy watching and get some ideas where you might be able to fish. If you made it this far in the video, please subscribe. And also, if you know folks who fish the bank or fish in eastern Kentucky, it's about an hour or so from Ashland, recommend this channel, because I have early videos from last year, and I talk about all the local lakes. I talk about bank access, how to get there. I give depth readings around the bank, so you know where it's deep, where it's shallow, if you're not sure. So I try to give information that is helpful for those who want to get out and fish. I love being out. This is my one thing every week that I really look forward to. So I have to say thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Get out and do something you love. It just makes your life better, and I will catch you in the next video. This is so fun. I think this is a bass, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, it's a bass. It's jumping. But how fun is that? Oh, got a pot belly feeding on shad. All right, dude. My other camera's dead. I don't want to I don't really have time to put another battery in there. I'm trying to get back to the boat dock, but I can't stop. Yeah, it's not a 12-incher, but a beautiful little bass. It's a nice way to close the evening out. Thank you, buddy. Woo! Oh my God, this is so much fun. All right, let me turn back around. That's the dam right there. You can tell where I am right now. So we turn around and keep trolling in.